How did Premier become one of Georgia's largest and most successful HVAC companies? By providing fast, friendly, professional service. Did I say fast? Yep, fast. Today, Premier helps hundreds of customers each day because we built a team of highly trained, qualified technicians ready to address AC, indoor air quality, and commercial services. If your AC does need to be replaced, breathe easy with perfectly timed saving on a new AC system. Free estimates at up to $2,000 in rebates, so you'll beat the heat in total comfort all summer long. Log on to dublin.premierishere.com. Premier Heating and Air, a locally owned and operated company. Offer ends June 30th, 2023.
Welcome everybody. I'm glad to have with me the very first time Hailey Mullis with 4-H, and y'all just got back from Rock Eagle.
Yes, sir, we did. Yeah, very, very fun.
Oh, it is a lot of fun. Me and my wife came by a few weeks ago, and it's just it's so beautiful. I don't know how many acres it is, but it is just beautiful all the way through. So I believe you're going to like 3 camps this year.
Yes, so I have been to junior camp, which is at our Burton camp, and it's actually on the beach, so the kids really, really like that one. And last week we were at Cloverleaf Camp, which was at Rock Eagle, and then this coming week I will be going back to Rock Eagle for something called Natural Resource Camp, which teaches high school kids across Georgia. They get to do hands-on work with this Warnell School of Forestry, which is part of UGA, and they'll get to learn more about wildlife and all the kind of different things that factor into wildlife.
And you'll be seeing some pictures as we talk, seeing the kids at camp and the different places on the beach. I believe there's pictures on the beach. They're having some fun now. Mm-hmm. I didn't see a sad face anywhere on all of them, but you'll be watching them throughout the show just to see how much fun 4-H is, and your child needs to be a part of 4-H. So what are the parameters there? Who can be in 4-H?
So anyone can be in 4-H who is between the ages of pre-K to 12th grade. Pre-K through 3rd is, we call them our clover buds. The main group that we work with is normally our clover leaf level, which is 4th through 6th grade. And then we have our junior level, which is 7th and 8th grade, and it goes up to 9th through 12th, which is our senior level, and they get to do a lot of cool stuff. And
how do you recruit? Do you go in the schools? What kind of recruitment do you have?
So for recruitment, we start out in 4th grade in the Lawrence County schools, and then we're going to be starting back up at Dublin City Schools this coming year. But yeah, so that's our main way of getting in contact with the students is we do in-school meetings where we teach them about educational topics that relate to their core standards that Georgia has set. So it's like also a good little break for the teachers too, because if it's like a topic that they need more, like help covering, we can actually step in and like help teach them about that. So pretty cool.
Were you a 4-H'er?
Yes, I actually did do 4-H whenever I was in 5th grade, but sadly I stopped after 5th grade.
And why?
Why? That's a good question.
We're going to chastise her here. I get it. When you're in school, you know, you in and out of stuff, but you don't condone dropping out, do you?
No, especially because like we can really work with like whatever you're interested in, like the different topics, and we can like help you like either we have different clubs that we offer, or we can like help you like get resources. So we can accommodate really anything. Like there's even a poultry like barbecue competition that we can get students involved in.
I don't think we had that, but I was into forestry. I love, and we'd go out and matter of fact, I evolved right on into FFA from that in high school, and would go on these contests or whatever, and you'd have to identify trees, and you know, it was just really cool. To this day, you know, I'll say, well, that's a maple tree, or that's a crepe myrtle, or whatever it is. So you do carry it through life, and it's good things whether you go into that field or not. Knowledge is never wasted, I believe. You know, just the fact you know what tree you plant. Now I planted some crepe myrtles, and they wasn't the color out they were supposed to be, but I can't do nothing about that. I knew what kind of tree it was. But so what do you say to a parent watching or a kid watching to encourage them to be a part of 4-H?
Well, I think the best way to explain is we have a lot of different opportunities that you can get involved in. So one of the things that I do is I teach an ecology club in the fall, and then in the spring I do a wildlife club. So with these, we actually get to go on field trips. So we'll go like into the community so they can actually like see what they're learning about like firsthand. And then I'm hoping to take some kids to Okefenokee Swamp, which will be really, really fun. I'm looking forward to that. But then we also have different things like Cotton Bowl and consumer judging. And then we have different competitions that they can compete in. And then we also offer livestock judging. So there's like a lot of different like ways to become a part of 4-H. We also do like community service club too. That's one of them that I run. And we like partner with a lot of local organizations in Lawrence County. So yeah.
Now, in your title is the word AmeriCorps. It confused me preparing for the show, and I'm sure people were looking at it on the screen thinking, because AmeriCorps is a well-familiar name and what it does, but if you're watching it on the screen, you feel like you're thinking, what are you talking about, Is that a mistype on on the screen there? But tell me how AmeriCorps ties into 4-H.
So with AmeriCorps, it's like a 1-year service term that like puts you somewhere in the United States, but you can direct it to where like you want to like learn more specifically about. So like if you want to work with kids, which is like what I do with 4-H, you can choose to do that. But then they also have different programs that work. I actually heard about one that works in Cade Cove, which is in Tennessee, and they actually stay on site, so like housing is included with that. And you get to really choose like what you want to do, like what you want to learn about. So with 4-H, I like help run some of the clubs and then assist with whatever my boss needs help with. And then we also do in-school meetings, so yeah, we do a lot for AmeriCorps with 4-H.
That's great. It's a good tie-in because 4-H is that kind of club, I call it a service organization, a service club. I'm sure you got a better name for it, but we always were taught, basically service over self. There's a lot of things that we'll see in life as you get older. You're not there yet, but you look like you got your head screwed on right. But this life is bigger than us, and we want to leave it better than we found it. And we want to be good stewards of the environment and the different things that 4-H stands for, don't it?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back right after this. Stay with us.
Hey, my name's Chandler Gerard.
I'm Kyle Gerard with A+ Flooring and Construction. And here at A+ Flooring and Construction, we believe in teamwork.
Come let our team service you with flooring, construction, and garage doors.
So come shop with us at A+ Flooring and Construction at 371 Georgia Highway 338, or visit our website at aplusconstruction.biz.
Or give us a call at 478-676-2662. Thank you.
I'm Heath Richter, and we just want to invite everybody to come on down to the Houston Clinic and check us out at our new facility. We've been in Dublin for a while now, obviously, but have a new office here, and we'd just like you to come down and see some of the new stuff we're offering. And if you need to get checked out, we'd be glad to do that for you. We've got able to do some ultrasound guided injections now, and physical therapy, and just a little bit better space. So hopefully we can get you in and out of here a little bit quicker.
Come by and see us today at our brand new location, the Houston Clinic, Medical Drive in Dublin.
Welcome back, everybody. Continue my conversation with Hailey Mullis. We're talking about 4-H, and if you're just joining us, we will air this again, or you can go to our YouTube channel at TV35 WDIG and watch it and back up and find out why your kid needs to be a part of 4-H. We were talking off camera about some of the other activities that go on. I want you to talk about them. I want to start with a speech, oratory contest, whatever you call it. As I told you earlier, it really builds confidence. You should. I remember my first speech class in college. It was so cool. First thing we did was impromptu. The teacher just say, and I did this in Dale Carnegie. I took Dale Carnegie when I was younger. They just say blue. You got to pop up and start talking about something blue or whatever the subject is. Oh, that blue sky so is beautiful. Sure is beautiful, and you got to talk about it 5 minutes. So I know you probably don't do that in 4-H, but I do believe it prepares you for those college years, and even adult, whether you go to college or not, it prepares you on how to communicate. And it is so more important now with the kids with their phones to teach them that communication. But talk about speech and then some of the newer things you have.
Okay, so we have a speech competition that's called DPA, and DPA stands for District Project Achievement. And with this, the students they pick a topic of something that they're interested in, and this can vary from like their favorite cartoon show. We had one kid talk about their cats and like how to properly take care of cats, but then you can also do it on more serious topics. And it really ranges for like literally anything you want to do. And then what we do is we go to a competition and they're put into a category, and then based on that category they compete against other people who are the same age as them. And it really just helps instill confidence, like you said, because they're getting to talk about something that they're actually interested in, which makes them be more comfortable with speaking in front of larger audiences. And it's really, really good for confidence building.
What's some other things you do?
Well, one of the other things I do is a homeschool meeting that happens at the library at 11 a.m. on the last Tuesday of every month. And this is open to pre-K through 6th grade for that one. And it's really good to help like work with the homeschool communities, because that's also where we get a lot of participation from. And they're also really good about participating in my wildlife club too. So really exciting.
We're going to be bringing Logan in after the commercial break, but he tells me he was homeschooled.
Yes, he was. And then he also did 4-H for 12 years, right? I think it was 12 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter if you go to the public schools, private schools, homeschool, you can be a part of 4-H.
Mm-hmm. You can. And we, again, have numerous opportunities for you to get involved. And you can also check our Facebook page too. It's just Lawrence 4-H, and it'll like have a lot of like up-to-date stuff with what we're doing.
Yeah, it's very informative. I went through it preparing for this. But so before we bring Logan in, what do we need to touch on before I let you go?
I think the main thing to touch on would be if you have like any questions or like any concerns, or we have a club that you see like maybe one county has that we don't. We are looking for volunteers to lead those clubs, so we can have like different ones. Like one of them that's really been popular in the past few years is a horse club, and we have a lot of kids in the county who would like to participate in the horse club, but we don't have a volunteer to run it. So if any of y'all are interested in doing like a specialty club with Lawrence County, we can do that, and then that way we can get more kids to learn about topics that they're interested in, which would be really, really fun for them.
That would be great. I know the 4-H at one time had a equestrian. It's only been a few years ago, but they had somebody that helped. Matter of fact, her daughter went on, the competition went on up to a higher level. I don't know if it was regional or state or however that works, but yeah, you need volunteers.
Yes.
You definitely do. So you hear what Hailey's saying. If there's something that you could come in and be a part of, it may be something we've not mentioned today that you're thinking, why don't they have this in 4-H? Well, we need help. We need all the help we can get, don't we?
Yeah, I even have a volunteer that helps me with Wildlife Club, and she's very helpful with that. And then we have some volunteers who are supposed to be helping us out with a BB club, but we haven't like solidified anything with that yet, but we'll have more news about that in October.
I know you have archery.
No, we don't have archery right now,
okay.
But we would love to have archery if anyone knows a lot about it and they can like work well with kids. We have background checks run on all of our adults, so everyone should be certified.
Yeah. Good. Well, you've seen a picture pop up while we've talked of archery, the young man, probably at camp or something.
Oh, yes, we did offer archery as a class at
Okay.
camp.
Yeah, so that's what that is. We don't want to just let anybody out with archery, because we'll have going everywhere. So definitely that's a background situation. But it's good to know you do background checks, so you don't have to worry about your kids. You oversee all this. And speaking of overseeing, talk about the director before I let you go.
Yes, so my boss is Morgan Hines. She is the 4-H agent for Lawrence County. She does a lot of stuff with like helping organize. She also chooses our camps too, so if you have like a specific camp that you want to go to, we could do like a little wiggle room with that, because we have 5 different camps across the state. And then we also have Dublin 4-H Center, which used to be one of our 6, but it's been retired. But yeah, so she does a lot of like stuff that's very influential. She's very good with working with kids. She actually used to be a teacher over at East Lawrence.
Okay. So while we've been talking, we have the phone number, email, the website, all the information rotating in and out. So all you got to do is call, and they'll be glad to help. Whoever it is, we've got people here to help. So, well, thank you, Hailey. I hope this is the first of many things we do to promote 4-H, because I do believe in 4-H, and it's great for the kids. I mean, it is just, it's wonderful. And I do believe no matter what they want to be a part of, it does exude confidence in them that they could carry throughout their life. So I really love 4-H. We're going to take a break and come back and let you see who this Logan is we keep talking about, and Hailey keeps looking off camera to make sure we get all this stuff right. So we're going to bring Logan in and straighten all that out. Y'all stay with us. We'll be back with him in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Tom Dominy. Here at Dublin Wood Nelson, we pride ourselves on providing the industry's highest quality products at the most competitive pricing. We are a full-service wholesaler specializing in plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products. With a staff that collectively offers more than 50 years of expertise, our team knows your industry, and we can answer your questions and help you get the parts and equipment you need. From mowing to Renee, we carry the plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products you need from the brands you trust. We also carry a great lineup of Milwaukee tools. At Dublin Wood Nelson, our goal is the long-term success of your business. We achieve that goal with a simple commitment, doing things right, one customer at a time. If you have a question, or if you're looking for a hard-to-find part, give us a call. Our experts are ready to help. Order online, give us a call, or come by at 507 Airport Road in Dublin. We're committed to building long-term relationships with our customers by earning your business every day.
It's summertime here in Dublin, Georgia, and that means hot dogs, apple pie, and GM trucks. With bigger inventory and more incentives, there's not a better time to buy a new GMC or Chevy truck.
Save up to $10,000 off MSRP on Silverados and Sierras at Dublin Chevrolet.
And the deals aren't just on trucks. With a great selection of crossovers and Tahoes and Yukons, we've got it all. And don't forget to ask about our full line of EVs, highlighted by the Hummer EV.
That's Dublin Chevrolet.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Logan Bush, and you've been off camera. Did we do anything wrong while you were producing the show?
No, sir. That's all good.
We talked about you being homeschooled, and now you're part of 4-H. You went to Georgia, Middle Georgia, right?
Yes, sir.
What got you down this road of want to be a part of 4-H?
Well, it started being homeschooled, not having as many opportunities to interact and get out there as other kids. So my mom looked for all sorts of different organizations for me to be a part of, and we latched on to 4-H, and it was by far one of the best, and just stuck through it all the way through high school. And then once I graduated high school, they offered me a job, and I've been here ever since.
Well, good. You never probably imagined that. How early did you start with 4-H?
I started in the 4th grade. Yes, sir.
Okay, now tell us, we were talking about some of the activities with 4-H. It wasn't an exhaustive list, but what did you do when you first started, and then what's some of the things that you did and learned through 4-H?
The first thing I did was the speeches, the DPA, and probably my favorite would have been Cotton Bowl consumer judging. That's where I really latched on. It's 2 different things. One of them, you give a short little 30-second speech about cotton, and then the other part, the consumer judging, you'll have a scenario that will give a situation where someone's looking for a certain product, and you'll have 4 different options, and you have to choose which one best fits their needs.
Cotton. Tell me about that. You said cotton.
Sir. So,
you're talking about cotton.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me exactly. You got my curiosity there. Since I am a country boy, so cotton is a great crop here in Georgia. Tell me more about that.
Well, it's through the Georgia Cotton Commission. They support us strongly. So in return, we do this speech so where the kids have to research information, and then in that they learn themselves about cotton, and then create these little advertisements to share what they learned.
Yeah, I mean, without cotton, we wouldn't be wearing a bunch of stuff that we have on. So you have to research it. That in itself is a prerequisite for, I would think, high school, college, you would use for many years, and you're still using now that you are a part of 4-H. Well, that's wonderful. That's you caught me off guard with that, because that shows you how vast 4-H is. It's not the 4-H I was a part of, so it's grown in so many ways, so many good ways. So what would you say to people watching now? You started in the 4th grade. Someone watching us right now, and they've got a 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade. Why should they be part of 4-H?
Just because, like you said, there's so much there. It's constantly changing. We have no set parameters on what we teach or what we focus on. Whenever we have someone new come and we find out what they're interested in, we can mold it to work with them. Like I said, it's just always changing, always evolving to whatever this generation or these kids specifically need.
Well, good. I love hearing that you're not just locked in on something, because you're trying, and the kids today have got to learn how to communicate. We talked off camera a while ago about how, and it's no secret, they're glued to phones. I let my grandkids in a control maybe 15 minutes, and then we go and get in the boat and fish. We're going to get on the playground. We're going to do whatever. My 2-year-old grandson, he loves to throw sticks in the pond, and I don't like sticks in my pond, but he's 2 years old, so he can't skip a rock yet. And it's hard to be on those phones all the time and learn how to skip a rock or just do things, learn about the environment. Of course, we've got a big pond, and of course with a pond you got snakes. And teaching my kids what snakes, I had a king snake under the carport the other day. And the first thing people say, there's a snake, kill it, kill it. No, don't kill it, you know. Rattlesnake I get, but you got to know the difference in a rattlesnake and a rat snake and a king snake, which it was a beautiful king snake. And we need those. I had to teach them that. So 4-H can teach kids, because you take kids out of the city, everybody's not farm people or country people. They don't know certain things and certain snakes. Matter of fact, I was at the reptile show at the library recently, and he was telling them, which I already knew this, it's against the law in Georgia to kill non-venomous snakes. Now, you out on your property, nobody's really guarding you to do that, but we should not kill those snakes. We need king snakes. I mean, they take care of all the bad snakes. So I'd rather, because we ain't finding them. He's out there looking for them, you know. But you can have things like that. So now we've got a fun run coming up, and it's called?
It's part of the Clover Glove Award series. It's a statewide running club that was founded by some 4-H alumni, and one of the things they do is they run at all the 4-H centers. And so, as Hailey mentioned, we have, or had here, the Dublin 4-H Center, which is now Rearview Golf Course. So they wanted to add that to this year's series.
Well, good. Yeah, when many years ago, when they were going to redo that property, I don't know, it seems like 25, 30 years ago now, but it was an old African-American 4-H club. There's a lot of history there, and if you don't know about it, I'd suggest go online, Google it, whatever you want to do. But oh my goodness, there's so much history there, and it shows you how far 4-H has come, even from when I was in 4-H. But so you take kids out there, or you have runners that run out there?
Yes, sir. So this is a 6K that's opened up to anyone that wants to sign up and join it, and it will be on July 27th. Registration starts at 6:30, but the race is actually 7:34, and it'll just be going on the golf cart paths around the golf course.
So if I'm playing golf, you gonna run across the fairway or what?
No, sir. We're gonna stay off all the fairways.
Yeah, people like me out there, you better steer clear, because our ball is liable to go anywhere. So we're not professionals, but we like to play golf. But so how do you register for it?
We have on our Facebook, we have a graphic made up with a link where you can go, and registration is through the Clover Glove series, and they'll have a link there, take you to their website. All the information's there.
That's really a tongue twister.
I know.
Tell you. I was going to ask you to say it 3 times fast, but I'm
Please
not.
don't.
No, even me reading online about it, I was struggling at my desk because it is kind of a tongue twister there. But so, what are some other things before we go that you love about 4-H now? Not growing up, we talked about it, but now that you're here working, and it's got to be fun. First of all, before you get into it, what's the most fun about your job?
Definitely the kids. I mean, I get to go to 4th, 5th grade classrooms once a month and just to interact with them. And I know that school, for a lot of kids, for me, I'm not very good at just sitting there for long periods of time. So being in there and making things more hands-on, more activities for them, really see them light up, I just enjoy that. And then all throughout the week and weekends, I have kids bumping to me in town, run up, Mr. Logan, Mr. Logan. It's just great.
That's so good.
Oh,
yeah, it's and you never know where kids come from. You know what their background is or what they're struggling with, and to be that light, you know, that comes in possibly a dark world. Because I read a lot in all the schools, and you can always tell the kid that runs up that I don't know just grabs me around the leg and hugs on me, and you hug them, and I know they fret on that this day and time, but I come from a family of huggers. I mean, we hug everybody, guys, women, it don't matter who you are, children, but that has got to be, I would think too, I would say that would be the best that I would, I mean, I love the kids. Even before I got out of high school, I coached Little League ball, and it was always the kids, you know, these kids growing up learning things. So what else do you do? What else have you learned now that you've got in here that you didn't know otherwise?
A lot of it would be the application of what I learned at 4-H. Like you were talking about the research. Well, now I'm having to research and create lessons for these kids. So it's kind of seeing the whole, everything reversed on the other end. And just the fact that 4-H gave so much to me, I made lots of friendships. I met my wife through 4-H. And now I can give back to the organization. And I remember as little kids seeing those younger adults and the teen leaders and how much they meant to me, and now I can be that person to those kids now.
Yeah, they were role models to you.
Exactly.
And I know you're a good role model to them. So did y'all pick up on that? He got his wife out of 4-H. So there's another bumper sticker right there.
Had to mention
that. That's right. Find a wife in 4-H, you know.
You
We can't guarantee that, but that is pretty cool though. My son and daughter-in-law met in Lawrence Youth Leadership and ended up, of course, getting married and got 4 kids now. But you never know growing up. That's why you get active. You do these things. You never know who you're going to run across to change your life, do you?
Definitely.
So if your wife's watching now, what would you say to her?
I love you. I enjoyed all our 4-H activities and looking forward to what else we have.
Boy, I like that. He didn't miss a beat, did he? He just went right into it. Okay, before we go, we're about to close. Is there anything that we need to say before we go?
Just that this is an awesome organization. Like I said, we're open to fit whatever you want, whatever these kids need. And yeah, like I said, it's just a wonderful organization.
Amen. So if you need Hailey or Logan, the number's been on the screen. Just dial, I think it's 2277, is that it?
I believe so, yes, sir.
Okay, 2277. I shouldn't have said that because it could have been a mistake, but you know, it's right there in front of you. It's real easy. So write it down. We're about to close, but you can go to our YouTube channel. And I found out, I say this a lot, Logan, people my age, we watch TV, but younger people watch us, I hear it quite often, on their iPad, iPod, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. So y'all are different how you get your TV. But no matter how you're watching us, we don't really care. We thank you for watching us today right here on TV 35.